Hello, and welcome back to some Bridge. I haven't played Bridge on the channel in a while. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's bad for the channel to keep playing all these things that all these different things and not really explaining what they are every time. And if I just played the same game every day, I'm sure I'd do better. But that's the way it is. I just play what I want to play and I share it with you guys. So we're playing in today's day-long tournament for September 12th. It's 8 boards of match points against robots, and we'll see how we do against a field of other people holding the same south hand. Here we have, I think, a pretty normal 2-spade opening. I'm curious what Gibb thinks 3 spades would mean. Yeah, he kind of likes 3 spades here, I think, showing a strong spade suit and a hand that is better than just a minimal game force. We do have that. It's possible Gibb would bid this. Nobody in the field is bidding this. I don't know. I'm sure some people out there know the robots well enough to consider it, but this is what you would bid with a human being. Like, 3 spades showing this hand is just a terrible system. And I think 2 spades should work out fine. Yeah, partner even raises. Great. So one thing about these all-robot events is that, generally speaking, they are what's called best hand. The human player is guaranteed to have at least as many high card points as everyone else at the table. So we have 14 here, meaning nobody else can have 15. Makes it rather unlikely that we should be getting to a slam here. You know, you could maybe give partner king of spades, ace king of clubs. That's 10. Maybe an ace, but we're still going to have 2 losers somewhere, so just bid a quiet 4 spades. No sense messing around looking for more. And, I mean, it looks like we may struggle to make 4. Need a bit of luck in the heart suit because it's going to go club, club, rough. And then we have to get the hearts. But since East jumped to 2 diamonds, West probably has the queen of hearts and will be fine. Oh, okay. Heart switch makes it easy, of course. But we were playing West for the queen anyway. Alright. That's 10. You know, they would have defended the same, I'm sure, had I bid 3 spades and partner bid 4, so it doesn't really matter what we do in the auction or the play there. Just don't do something idiotic and you'll get an average. I mean, you could consider calling this hand 1 no trump, right? We have 14 high card points. Excellent clubs, right? A 5-card suit that looks like it could be a source of tricks. I think you absolutely could justify upgrading this to a 15 to 17 no trump. I don't know. My approach to no trumps is I try to bid them all the time. Right? Stretch. You could look at this hand and say, is this good enough to treat as 15? Like, yeah, maybe you could bid 1 no. But I like to play with other partners, not Gibb, a weak no trump, playing 12 to 14 no trumps. With this hand, I would say, because with weak no trumps, you bid 1 no trump with 12 to 14, and with 15 to 17, you bid a minor and then a no trump. You just reverse the meanings of those 2 sequences. And playing a weak no trump, I would also open this a 1 no trump. I would say this is 12 to 14. Actually, maybe even then a club would be okay, because it is nice to emphasize the club suit. But one advantage of opening 1 no trump is that it makes it difficult for the opponents to get involved in the majors, which we have shortish majors, and so they are likely to want to do that. So opening 1 no trump is just sort of advantageous no matter what your agreed upon range is. And so I tend to skew towards upgrading or downgrading towards 1 no trump if I have a good reason. Not so much about, like, is this hand really 15 or 14 completely separate from what system you play. I think the system you play should influence at least a little bit whether you treat a hand as worth 15 or 14, because 1 no trump is just a much better bid to get to make than one of a minor is most of the time. Here, with such good clubs, 1 club would have been a fine opening. The obvious thing to do here is ride it around to presumably the king. I don't imagine East is playing the ace. And duck a club. And then we've got a reasonable shot that we'll have enough time to work on either diamonds or spades for more tricks. Does it matter whether we play the 10 or the 6 here? I guess if East had the singleton 9, it would be important to play the 10. West might duck from Queen Jack 4th, although he might also not duck. In any 3-2 layout, it doesn't matter. If East has a small singleton, which would be the 3, it doesn't matter. If it's a singleton honor, I think it also doesn't matter because we're still losing 2 tricks. So just in case East has singleton 9, you should play the 10 here. I guess there's also, what if West has a singleton? You might want to make sure the suit is unblocked so you can finesse through West, but you're not going to, right? So sad. I mean, you could play low here hoping East has 4 and like you would get away with it, but I think that's not a good play. So now we know East has Jack 9 or Queen 9. I wasn't paying attention to which honor was played on the first round of clubs. Which means if we duck a club, we set up 1 trick eventually, provided we can get back to hand. I think it's better to sort of abandon clubs here and play a diamond. No heart return, huh? Okay. Well, now that the diamonds are set up, let's go after spades. I mean, this looks like 7 tricks. I don't think I'm making 3. But I guess if West has the long spades, which he probably does, and the king of hearts, something good might happen. Yeah. And also not the long diamond. So now West has to lead a heart. And we can score the queen of hearts, even if East wins the king. Well, if East wins the king, then he can cash a diamond and we'll still just take 2 tricks. But if West has the king, hey, down only 1. As I say, we could have done better by running the 6 of clubs back, but that just seems like such a bad play. It only improves your result if West has a small singleton. And it fails anytime West has honor 3rd, which is way more likely. Or Queen Jack X. Yeah, the 2 of those combined are much more likely than a small singleton. Anyway, we did okay. Just above average on both of those. This one, of course, it's average. Everyone will be in 4 spades. Everyone will make 10 tricks, except for a couple weirdos, apparently. Here, I don't know. It seems like a normal-ish result. I hoped that maybe salvaging a second heart trick would be worth... Oh, that's funny. Did West pitch a diamond? No, he actually could have cashed a diamond at that point. But saw that he would have to lead away from the heart anyway, and there was no point. It wouldn't make a difference, it's true. A human would cash a diamond here, but Gibb sees through the back of the card sometimes and sees nothing he does is going to make a difference, so just leads something arbitrary. Fair enough. Right, even when humans could in principle figure out what the double dummy perfect line is, they still apply some heuristics and say, well, this line gives declare a chance to make a mistake, or like in case I'm wrong, this will save me a trick or something. Whereas Gib just absolutely believes its reads and concludes, well, nothing anybody can do, or nothing I can do, declare will always make it, so it doesn't matter. And then play something sort of inhuman, like not cashing the diamond there is just sort of weird. This is a pretty good hand, but 1-0 2 spades is not that encouraging. Like, partner probably has 2 spades. Almost certainly 2. And maybe 1 if we're very unlucky. And like 6 to 9 is what they say, right? Like, I don't think we're getting anywhere great. So let's just stop here. 3 spades, wow. Okay, but a weaker hand than usual. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to play East for the Queen of Spades. You don't really lead the Jack from Queen Jack X of trump. And if West did, then, you know, I'm losing a trick anyway. I don't need my dummy entry for anything anyway. If West has Queen Jack tight and led the Jack, like, okay, good play. You deserve your extra trick, I guess. Okay, East covered anyway. It was Jack X, so fine. Now the only thing to do is to not lose 3 hearts. If the suit is 4-1 and we fail to locate the 9, we could lose 3 tricks. Therefore, play on other suits and see if they lead hearts for you. They did not. I don't want to play a spade to the 7. Oh, I guess... well, I don't want to do that, but how do you play the hearts? You can lead low to the Jack, but if you do that, you kind of lose the ability to lead low to the 8 later if it turns out West has 4. So you could play the Queen, preserving the option of playing either player for the 9. But if West has a singleton honor, playing the Queen is kind of going to give you a problem. Which, if you'd led low to the Jack, West would pop, and then your problems would be solved. I think we just lead low to the Jack. I don't know. Most of the time it won't matter. But it's match points. You always care about it if it does matter. Okay, so I'll just lose 1 more heart. The suit was 3-2, so nothing I did really mattered. As long as I don't take an early losing finesse against the 9 anyway. This is 16 points, 3 card support, a great source of tricks. Slam is certainly a possibility that we should be thinking about. 2 spades, 2 hearts, 3 spades pretty much shows this. Oh, 66. Apparently we got a good result on that last one. With a human partner, I would give up here. They could have bid 4 of something if they wanted to at least cooperate a little. With Gib, I mean, the system kind of sucks. And he'll bid 4 spades with hands that are suitable for slam sometimes, I think. But this hand is not that great. I don't think I can really push to the 5 level alone. It's balanced, right? Only 3 card trump support. Yeah. And there's no shot of making a slam here. In fact, we shouldn't have any trouble making 4, I don't think. I mean, if spades break very badly, maybe. Seems like we should try to arrange a club ruff before we finish drawing trump. Because you can only pitch 1 club from hand. North is hand in this case. So if you don't want to lose another, you should ruff 1. Which I think means we're ducking this. East may continue clubs, which would be very nice. The main danger is it goes like king of clubs, duck, 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 ace of diamonds, diamond ruff or something, but that's not super likely. Okay. Well, that has solved the club suit. I don't need a ruff anymore. I can just pitch the 9 on a heart. So, the only thing that remains is to tackle the trumps. We cash the king and then the ace, so that in case East has a small singleton, we'll find it out while we're in hand. Actually, I have heart entries to dummy, right? Maybe I should play low to the ace. That way, if East has no spades at all, I'll find out in time to finesse West for the jack and 9. How does that work? Low to the ace. Let's say he shows out. Finesse. At that point, I think you have to play a diamond. You can't afford to use the heart yet, because if you use the heart, you have to cash it right away to pitch it. Or no, you can spade to the ace, spade finesse. Heart to the ace, spade finesse. At that point, you can cash all the spades. But now you don't have enough entries. They can make life difficult for you. You can't like cash the club and you can't cash the heart, but your diamond entries are not flexible enough to untangle. So I don't think you can actually recover against East having all 5, West having all 5 spades. So I think you do play the king here. East has all 5, huh? Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. I think we're just going to go down. There's probably some layout where we can survive, right? East led king of clubs, queen of clubs. West is pitching a heart. So, like, if East has to follow suit to all of our side suit stuff, we can probably get him to lead away from the jack out of spades at some point. And if it turns out he doesn't have to follow to everything and he gets to rough a trick, well, no problem. He was winning 2 spades anyway. So I think we just work on diamonds here. Okay, well, nothing to be done, sadly. East has 3 spades left. Jack 9x. We're definitely going down. If I cashed the king of hearts, could I get into trouble? I don't think so. If he roughs, he'll have to lead something, and then I can just draw trump. And if he doesn't rough, then yeah, just get rid of this club while you can. Okay. Down 1. I don't think there was anything you can do here. Yeah. No, it says actually a club lets us make it double dummy. You probably have to attack the spades awkwardly, like leading low towards the 5-4 or something. Force him to split with the 6. It actually says king is fine. So at this point, apparently I can make it, huh? Well, yeah, I guess if you guess East's shape a little bit better, you could play Jack of Clubs, Club Rough, Ace of Spades, and then attack diamonds. No. It's tricky. King of diamonds, which West has to duck. Or if he wins, it's fine. King, yeah, so Jack of clubs, club ruff, ace of spades, king of diamonds, ducked. Now ace, king of hearts, and then another diamond, so that when West wins the ace, East has only spades remaining. Well, no, maybe that doesn't work. Because West can lead a diamond. No, that's fine, yeah. West leads a diamond, say, which North and South both can't ruff, and East has to. But then East wins and has Jack 9 of spades to lead from, and North has Queen 10 of spades. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just sort of guessing East's shape, and I didn't think too hard about what it might be, but I guess it's a fair point that if he has 4 clubs, you actually have to ruff one rather than cashing your other stuff. But how likely is 4 clubs from a player who has 5 spades, right? So I think what I did was fine. Anyway, apparently beating the masses there somehow. This hand, I mean, I guess you're supposed to open it. Obviously, West is going to bid some number of spades, and we are unlikely to get to win the auction, but if partner can show hearts or clubs or maybe raise diamonds, like, we might get in there. Okay, a diamond raise. At imps, you just let this go. Let them play 3 spades if they want to, or 4 if they want to. At match points, you're pretty sure they're going to make 3 spades, so I think you just push to 4 diamonds and... Oh, God, it's unfavorable, though. All they have to do is double this and collect 1,000,000 points. Because we're not going to make 4 diamonds, and they know it. Well, I don't know. We have a big trump fit. Yeah, I guess I will push to 4 diamonds. And now maybe partner can beat 4 spades with 1,000,000 trump tricks? No? What is this? We obviously don't play the king here. Maybe West has stiff ace. That would be nice. There's no way playing the king is productive unless partner's underled the ace, which is pretty unlikely. And we attack clubs in case partner has something like, I don't even know what it could be. Ace, Queen, 10x. Yeah. Sure, partner, very funny. Let's keep working on diamonds. I probably ducked my ace and then didn't continue the suit. Oh, really? Oh no. Apparently I was wrong to switch to clubs? What? Oh no, it turns out it was fine. The hard declare pitched was not a loser anyway. Yeah, I mean, that should score okay. We got a plus. We can't have much of a plus in diamonds, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, actually, geez, we make a lot of diamonds, eh? Lose 2 diamonds and a club? Make 4. Wow. It looks like the defense can arrange a club ruff, but they can't because they can't get to East. So West leads the jack of clubs, ace. You play a diamond. You can't guess the diamond's right, but it doesn't matter. They still, West wins the ace or the 10, and, you know, they'll eventually win a second one, but they can't, like, get a ruff and a second one. Huh. 13, I mean, it's pretty routine. 1 heart. Easy raise. Ugh. A pretty bad 13, I think. But partner, I mean, okay, he thinks I do have 4 spades. It's not uncommon to raise with 3 here. So having a 4th is a slight bonus. But I think it's just a pretty bad 13. I'm going to leave it here. Okay, well, on the ace of diamonds lead, we're looking good. Yeah. I mean, I guess ace of diamonds makes it sort of suggests there's a diamond ruff coming. No? Okay, well, I guess we'll make 4 then. Unless spades are 3-0. If I just play a spade now and spades are 3-0, we'll have a club loser left at the end. So I could play a club now. Trying to make sure I get my 2 club ruffs. But I think it's more likely that this leads to them realizing they have a diamond ruff coming. So, right, like if they win the ace of clubs and play a diamond, and then the player with the singleton ace of spades has 5 diamonds, the other player will get a ruff. And I think that's possible. It's not super likely, I guess. So maybe it's worth risking that to protect against 3-0 spades. How would the line against 3-0 spades go? It's club to the king, losing to the ace, and then probably a diamond, win with the king, club, heart ruff, club ruff. I think it's too easy for them to then get to ruff the... Like, if the clubs are 5-3, they might get to ruff the queen of clubs at an inopportune time. So I think you just attack spades and assume they're not 3-0. Okay. Good. So we're now guaranteed making 4. But I guess we may as well see if they let me avoid losing a club somehow. I mean, they can see the singleton king of clubs in dummy. They're not very likely to let me win it, but I guess I'll give it a shot. And even if they did, it's not clear how that would turn into an extra trick. This one should be below average. I imagine the field, some percentage of them are bidding for, and pretty much everyone should be making it, right? It's pretty hard for them to get a diamond ruff. Oh, actually, no, the player with the singleton ace of spades, if they start ace of diamonds diamond, they can get a ruff. After the switch to a heart, the ruff is no longer available because the king of diamonds the king of clubs severs communication. Or the spade, whatever. They just don't have enough time. They needed to use all their time on diamond ruffs. But you can see double dummy. It says they hold me to 3 if they lead diamonds. Apparently ace of clubs is also good enough. Oh, sure, because I have 2 diamond losers. If they don't lead the suit. Once they do lead the suit, they have to continue it. So it's not a very good 4. It happens to make, but I'm happier to be in 3. This hand is 15 balanced. We could open one no, we could open a spade. I think the spades are worth emphasizing. We play this as forcing. I'm a little tempted to pass, but my hand is just too good, so we'll bid 2 diamonds. 3 diamonds? What is wrong with you? I never have a real suit. I mean, I guess you bid 3-no here and hope for the best. Doesn't seem like the best is going to be very good, though. Maybe you pass and hope to go plus. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a great fit. Like, partner's presumably shortish in spades, so the no trump is not going to play that well either. Even if we're in a 4-3 fit, roughing clubs in the shorthand is probably useful. I think I'd rather play diamonds. Partner has 10, I have 15. The field ought to be in 3-no. But the clubs are disastrous, so that's fine with me. We should have no trouble making 3 diamonds. The question is what to do with the third club in the north hand. We could try to rough it, but they might get a heart rough in the meantime. We could try to pitch it on spades, but I'm a little short of entries. You could try to address that problem by winning the king at trick 1 instead of letting this ride around to the ace and jack. And then you have 2 hard entries to the south hand later. The problem with that is I think West could very well have the queen of hearts, in which case we'd be giving away the third heart trick to secure an entry that may or may not be worth anything. So, doesn't seem great. We could just choose to lose the third club and say, I'm not worried about it. I think you just let this run around, draw all the trumps, lead up to king of spades, and then lead up to queen of spades. I think we actually have enough entries now that I look at it. Okay. East had the queen. So king and then finesse would have worked out, but I'm not actually sure now I think about it that what I need is entries to the south hand. The king of hearts as an entry to the north hand is somewhat valuable also to lead spades toward the king-queen twice. Oh. But having now, drawn all of the trump, they can just win this spade and cash 3 clubs. So actually the club is never going anywhere. I mean, I think you have to play West for the ace and king. He's unlikely to have it, but it's sort of your only hope here. I guess you could play low and hope East has something like ace 10 where it's kind of scary not to play the ace. That's more likely. Yeah, ace jack 10 a lot more. So I don't know. Maybe I could have made an over trick here by delaying drawing the third round of trump. But it risks heart roughs. I'm hopeful that just going plus is going to be good enough. Four hearts passed to me, and I've got a monster. I feel as though 4 spades is not enough. Yeah, 39, huh? Apparently going plus was not enough. Like, I have a 3 loser hand. Obviously, it might, in practice, lose more than 3 tricks, but, you know, as a quick and dirty method of estimating hand strength, 3 losers is very strong. We could double here. Partner's going to bid 5 clubs, then what do I do? What does he think 5 hearts means? A strong 2-suiter with 3 or fewer losers. Well, that is what I have. He's probably going to... I don't know. I guess we'll just try that. What's the worst that could happen? 6 clubs, yeah, but I don't have clubs. So you pick between spades and diamonds. Okay. I mean, forcing to the 6th level can't be a very good play. And indeed, we are going to go down. I don't know. What was I supposed to do? I think with the human, I would bid something a little bit more subtle than 5 hearts. Just like double. I don't know. Double and correct to 5 spades, that sort of thing. This is never going to make. It's going to go down a lot, probably. Trump control is going to be a huge problem. I think you just have to play on spades here. Oh, they're 2-2. That's good news. So I could have cashed the ace of hearts first so that if East gets in and plays a heart, then dummy can win it instead of me. But they can just play clubs. Like, I'm thrilled for them to play a heart, even though I don't get to win it in dummy. So I think it goes ace of diamonds, diamond. Yeah. And now on a club, I'm in a lot of trouble. I have to just pitch, I think. Well, hang on. Yeah, East has 2 hearts. Not hearts, trumps, 2 diamonds. So if I ruff and play spades, East can ruff and continue clubs. And I ruff again, play a spade, East ruffs again, continues clubs, and then all these spades wither on the vine. So I have to just let them cash however many clubs they want to cash. And then I can win the return and claim the rest. Down 3. Bidding 4 spades sure would have worked out better, huh? Lose a spade trick and probably nothing else? No, there aren't enough entries to dummy to play the diamonds right, so you lose a diamond as well. 1.5%. That's a bit sad. Doing pretty well up until then. The last couple boards were not great, but the final board, disaster. I mean, I think 5 hearts is what Gibb would bid with this hand. And you have to correct clubs to diamonds, but oh, I don't know. Maybe you're just supposed to bid 4 spades or double and then correct to spades. And 5 spades is the limit of the hand. Okay, well, an okay result for the tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.